What's going on YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. Today's video, I come to you all humbly because I made a grave mistake, and that mistake was test driving that 2023 Acura Integra. See, I was all set on getting a 2022 Subaru WRX, and I still have mine on order. Still a possible chance that I still get it, but that Integra is just so intriguing to me. So I test drove both of them somewhat back to back, not as close as I wanted to. I know how I feel about both of the two cars, but I'm still confused on which one I should buy. Like I really like both of them, and I'm just stunned. See, this is why I don't go on Auto Trader. This is why I generally don't look at cars, because I get into situations like this. I exhaust every single option that I want for a price range, and then I generally know exactly what I want. But this one, I've been thinking about it day in, day out. So we'll get into my thoughts in just a second. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel. Let's jump into it. So yeah, this is rough. So I test drove them like a couple weeks apart, and then I had a few other vehicles in the middle of it, so I really didn't get a back-to-back experience. I might actually go back and drive that Integra if they have one available. They actually sold the one that I possibly would have bought, so they're leaving. So there's another one, the demo car, I could test drive. So I might go up there and do that. But let's hop in the Camaro, because that's the reason why we're looking for another car, because I can't drive this thing. So let's get a cold start. It's like 40 degrees. I'm gonna get you guys mounted up, and then we'll have a little discussion. Shout out to Race Car Friends for the merch. Check them out, racecarfriends.com. But how did I get myself into this situation? Because I'm looking for a daily driver. The Camaro is going to have to be shut down soon. It actually should be shut down now, but I'm out here being a little reckless. It's below 40 degrees right now. Yesterday it was 40 and raining, so it's not ideal for this car out here on the summer type. So what I did was decide to look for a daily. I ordered the WRX because I know it's a good car. I always respected them. But then I realized the Civic Si, it got highly praised, and it's also cheaper at $28,000. So then I'm pricing along the Civic Si. The local dealerships are marking them up $5,000, which is laughable. So I'm like, man, if I'm spending $5,000 more for a Civic, I might as well get an Integra. And they're not doing those $5,000 markups on the Integra. So that's what I did, and that's how I ended up at the Acura dealership. So test drove it, and I liked it, and I think it's a better daily. Well, there's a few things that separates the two cars, and here's my thoughts on them. First of all, the packaging sucks for both of the cars. Like, to get the manual and the Integra, you got to get the top trim. And I like all the features, but I personally would save some money. Like, I don't need all that. Very nice to have though, and it's not as expensive as the WRX is in top form, in which you can't even get the manual. So the WRX GT, you got to get the CVT, and that comes with the adaptive dampers and the driver collision, all that kind of stuff, the autonomous driving, the adaptive cruise control, things of that nature. You don't get that with the premium and the limited or base WRX. That all comes on the Integra. So that's they both suck in prices, and the WRX is like $42,000 fully loaded with that stuff, and the Integra is like $37,000, something like that. So the WRX that I ordered is decontented, so it doesn't have all that stuff. So that's good. So if you saw the video where I drove the WRX, we got torque. Oh yeah, we get up to speed really well here. That's something that the Integra was not as good at all. Big grin across my face. It was very, very fun to drive, had torque, and that's something the Integra lacked. But along with that, I need this as a daily driver because I don't need the secondary car to do everything my Camaro is doing, because this car does that kind of stuff. This is kind of the Camaro's duty, so I don't need duplicates. And that's one of the reasons I got rid of the GT350. They do like everything similar minus the power delivery, so I don't need another rocket ship. Not to say that the WRX is that fast, but people expect you to tune those WRXs, and they beefed up the motor to 2.4 liters, so, and they cranked down the boost, so they know people are going to tune it. You can get more power reliably from it that way. But going back to a daily, like the suspension on the WRX is better than it has been. It is firmer, way more firmer than the WRX, and you can't even get the adaptive dampers. So the Integra that I would get will have the adaptive dampers, so you can adjust the suspension, the comfort, sport, and all that, change the steering feel. The WRX, not so much, and I felt like the steering was better in the Integra. And that's another thing I forgot. So I didn't tell you all my spec sheet, but I forgot to order the short shifter on my WRX, and I think that's something that they can do at the dealership. They install it. I forgot how much it is. I actually didn't even know how much it was, so they'll charge me for that and labor. So it's going to put the price just about dead even with the WRX or the Integra. So that's another thing to consider. Like the WRX is cheaper initially, but so I do have to pay a markup on the WRX. It's not a markup, but they require a tire package, a wheel and tire package, and it's $1,000. I bought a wheel and tire package on this Camaro for $800, 5,000 miles later, so I feel like that should be cheaper. And that's the car I would skip on that wheel and tire package because it has sidewall. I'm riding on rubber bands right now, so I expect that, but like a couple $100 for a tire on the Integra and WRX, so I wouldn't see myself replacing 4 tires on those cars. And I do like the shifter in the Integra, but I think the short shifter would be the way to go with the WRX, because the throws were longer than I like. I'm comparing everything to this Camaro because this is what I'm just used to driving, but the WRX is worse than both of them. The short shifter will hopefully fix some of that, and the shift knob on there felt cheap. Steering was not as communicative, but here's the good things about the WRX though. I do find it attractive. A lot of people don't like the way it looks. Well, that's halfway true. So it's attractive in the front all the way till you get to the back. So if you notice, I didn't even show the back on that video because it's kind of ugly. But the front looks pretty good, and it has all-wheel drive, and that's what's going to separate the cars, the all-wheel drive. So you can put the power down. It handles well, and it's got the handbrake, which allows for a lot of fun. Like a lot of cars don't have that nowadays, so I was shocked that it even had it. You can do a lot of drift turns, especially in snow driving, and that season's coming up pretty soon, so I can have that kind of fun. The Integra or the Civic Si, I can't have that kind of fun. Another thing going for the WRX, I ordered it so it has what I would like it to have. With the Integras, I just got to get what's out there, and we do have some that's available, but they're not here just yet. Actually, they'll be here around the time where when my WRX is scheduled to be here, so I might have to settle for a color combination I don't want, but I really don't have options to choose, so that's good. Color is the only thing I would have to choose. Power to weight ratio. So the WRX has a better power to weight ratio than the Integra. It's got 274 horsepower, and the Integra only has 200. But the Integra weighs 3,000 pounds versus 3,400 pounds for the WRX. So the Integra would be more tossable and way more efficient. And the WRX, another thing. So me and Subaru, like I said in the video, like it already rubbed me the wrong way. They wouldn't let me drive a car. But I understand that from a dealership perspective. I personally didn't like that, but they're not obligated, so I do understand it from that way. But Subaru, also the first model year Subaru at that. So I made a video on my dealership Nightmare where I had a first model FRS, and that has the Subaru 2-liter engine, the boxer engine. That engine destroyed itself on my way home from the dealership, and I'll link that video in the description if you haven't seen it. So I didn't even make it home. I bought the car, it was used, but the engine blew up on the way home, and I had to pay about $7 grand to replace the engine on the car that I just bought on a Black Friday, and I couldn't drive it from November to about the end of January. So that rubs me the wrong way on the first model year Subaru. And even though that was a Toyota or a Scion product, still a Subaru engine. So the Integra, and I'm trying to be as critical as I can on both cars, because I don't want to sway one way more than the other. It sounds like I'm pretty pessimistic on the WRX, but I'm about to try and do the same thing with the Integra as well. So I want to be unbiased towards it. So the Integra is down on the horsepower. Oh shit. Driving, you couldn't see my facial expressions. That's why I kind of want to go back and just for my personal records to see how I'm looking as I drive that car, because I need to know how fun it is. I did have fun, but that WRX was like some high level fun. There's a difference when you go into a dealership like a Subaru dealership, which they've been up and down. I contacted like 7 of them. Even just ordering one, like at least 3 of them didn't know what the heck was going on. And I have kind of mixed feelings about the dealerships. Acura had a 2004 Acura TL, and I dealt with the dealership. That car actually had problems, bought it used, but they took the car back and they gave me a loaner as they repaired it. I didn't have to pay anything, even though it was as is, no warranty. And they gave me a brand new ILX, which is kind of where the Integra is the new ILX, but with the lift back. They gave me that, so I was super satisfied with that. So I know modifiability, WRX hands down. That's probably one of the most modified cars on the road, probably top 3. The Integra, not as much, but it does share the same platform, same powertrain as the Civic Si, and that should be modifiable, but not to the levels of the WRX. So apples to apples, the Integra that I would buy would have more features than the WRX that I did order. I just don't know if I can get the exact combination of what I want in the Integra, because I don't even think they build certain combinations yet. I don't know why, certain color combinations. I haven't seen any out there. And then another reason where I started questioning the WRX, the Corolla GR. Like, that's a car I really want, but I just know it's not going to be easily available, especially at anywhere near MSRP. I'm just not sold on Subaru reliability. Like, I know their past they had head gasket issues, and this powertrain is brand new for the see a SDI right there. The powertrain is brand new for the WRX, so that's questionable. Like I said before in past videos, like, you avoid the first model year, but I know that powertrain is brand new, at least in the Honda and the Corolla GR. It's been in the Yaris GR before, so it's proven. But I can't deal with another blown engine. Like, that was a horrible time. And shout out to 100 Gang Nate. He did a video on mental health. It put me in a very bad space having to pay $7 grand for a car the day I bought it, for the engine to blow up and just to be SOL. So that's just real, man. The Integra does have that Q sauce. I love the red interiors, even the white interiors that you can get on there. The WRX is just kind of all one color, so I don't know, I like those red seats a lot. So I can see myself having that and a better audio system. But I thought the WRX system was good, but that Integra has like class leading audio. Like, I never heard an audio system like that before. So yeah, that's my thoughts on both of the cars. Just letting you all know where I'm at, my thought process. I've been thinking about this every day. Like, I'm watching reviews. I watch probably almost every review on both cars. I'm just trying to nitpick every single thing about every car to see which one that I would personally enjoy more and which one you all would enjoy more, because it's like a mutually beneficial deal we're going on here. So I'm just going to buy the car and we both enjoy it together. And I know the WRX might have a bigger audience, or it's the car, but I feel like there is some room with the Integra as well. Oh my God, it's snowing out here and I'm on summer tires. That's not good. But yeah, this car needs to hurry up and come, because this ain't good at all. Might have to park my car and Uber home. I really want to hear you all thoughts, so duke it out in the comment section. Let me know everything, because the WRX, I saw people buy that car as well, but I feel like more people bought the Integra in the Integra video, like they commented on that video as opposed to the WRX video, which got more views, but not as many people said that they bought the car. So I want to know, like, if you bought the car, if you bought the Civic too, let me know. If you were comparing the two, definitely let me know, because some people might think they're not apples to apples, but that price is within, my bottom line price is within $1,000 of each other. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Definitely let me know what you all think, because I can't do this without your help too. So that's where I'm at. Hopefully I didn't rumble on too long. At my destination now. So yeah, like I said, comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Share the video with a friend, because I need everybody's input, because we got to make this decision soon. Like I said, it's snowing right now, so I shouldn't even be in the ZL1. So that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.